India is burying the hatchet with a key Western power. More than a decade after a series of scandals derailed India's relationship with Italy, New Delhi and Rome are looking to put the past behind them and build a new strategic partnership. On the face of it, India and Italy are natural partners. While India's $3.5 trillion economy is a growing powerhouse, Italy's $2 trillion economy is Europe's third largest. India is looking to modernize its armed forces, while Italy is home to large defense firms like Leonardo and Avio. Italy, which is home to over 200,000 Indians, hosts the largest Indian diaspora in continental Europe. However, efforts to build a closer relationship with Italy have been complicated by numerous scandals. In 2012, two Italian Marines gunned down Indian fishermen off the coast of Kerala after mistaking them for pirates. This sparked a diplomatic crisis as India and Italy clashed about how and where the Marines would be prosecuted. Italy's brief refusal to send the accused Marines back to India to face trial caused a major downturn in the bilateral relationship. Matters were referred to an international court of arbitration and a final decision was made only in 2020. Another major scandal related to AgustaWestland, a subsidiary of Italian defense giant Leonardo. In 2012, allegations emerged that accused AgustaWestland of bribing Indian politicians and defense officials in order to win a 3,500 crore chopper contract. Leonardo SPA was suspended from competing for Indian defense contracts after news of the scandal broke. The company's CEO was also charged by India's Central Bureau of Investigation. This immediately led to a downturn in the India-Italy defense relationship. A 1,200 crore deal to buy Black Shark heavyweight torpedoes for Indian submarines from a Leonardo subsidiary was also scrapped. Finally, there has also been another crisis regarding forced labor among Indian migrants in Italy. Much of India's 200,000 plus diaspora works in Italy's agricultural and dairy sector. Some of these laborers have been taken to Italy by agents promising a bright future. However, once there, they are heavily in debt and forced to work for low wages and exploitative conditions. These scandals have hurt bilateral ties for years. However, since a decade has now passed since some of these initial crises, India and Italy are trying to bury the past and repair bilateral ties. There are a few key ways New Delhi and Rome are doing that. First, restoring high-level political contact. Since 2012, senior officials as well as foreign ministers have met regularly. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Shashank has met with his Italian counterparts on numerous occasions in the last 4 years. Italy also invited Prime Minister Modi to attend the 2021 G20 summit in Rome, which was the Prime Minister's first visit to Italy. During his time there, he also met Italy's Prime Minister Mario Draghi. This trend was continued in 2023 when Italy's new Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni visited India in March and was chief guest at the MEA's Raisina Dialogue. Second, both sides are working to fix defense ties. In 2021, India's Defense Ministry finally removed a suspension on Leonardo SPA, the Italian defense giant, which had been placed after the AgustaWestland scandal. Since Leonardo is among the 100 largest defense companies globally, this suspension was hurting India's defense modernization plans. Defense and security cooperation was also a key focus of Prime Minister Meloni's visit in March 2023. According to Italy's ambassador to India, the agenda for bilateral defense ties is now ambitious. Italy will send a naval vessel, the Morosini, to the Indo-Pacific and India this August. In addition, Italian defense companies will look to cooperate with India on critical military technologies. The range of feasible technologies and products is wide, from torpedoes and UAVs, from flight control systems to electronic equipment for defense, from vessels and shipbuilding to aircraft, Italy's ambassador said. India and Italy are also expected to sign a defense pact in May, which will make it easier for bureaucracies to talk to each other. Defense firms who are still trying to understand the possibilities for bilateral cooperation will also feel more comfortable once a government-to-government pact has been inked. Third, New Delhi and Rome are also close to finalizing a migration and mobility pact. During Prime Minister Meloni's visit, both countries announced their intent to sign an agreement that would govern how people can move, travel and work between India and Italy. Both sides also want to combat illegal migration and the exploitation of Indian agricultural workers in Italy. Finally, New Delhi and Rome also want to boost investment and economic ties. Italy is the third largest economy in the EU, and bilateral trade between India and Italy stood at almost 15 billion euros in 2022. This represented a 42% jump since 2021. Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal wrapped up a visit to Italy in April that was aimed specifically at spurring bilateral trade and investment levels. While India and Italy are still in the early days of rebooting their bilateral relationship, it's hard to deny that they have made a promising start.